I probably should end the video. Okay. Step out of line of sight. Get another ally. Wrong button. He's clear. Apparently he's okay with that thought. Remote thoughts. Speaking of thoughts, how about a remote one? I'm so sorry. Take a vacation. It'll be good for your health.
Think you can find a way around?
That's kind of my specialty.
Let me see. So, you came down here for an altered item?
The anchor, yeah. Langston said it'd be a simple item retrieval. But the power of that thing had. I've never seen anything like it.
Post-box supplements. Agents arrived in the town of Jasper Crossing, Arizona, after the communications department intercepted multiple phone calls to the local authorities regarding frozen people in the streets. 4 of the 5 dispatched agents became paralyzed upon arriving at the scene. Additional assessment teams were dispatched. Variations of identification formulas were tried with ineffectual results. Agents resorted to using aerial photography to study the positioning of the paralyzed individuals. Soon after, agents discovered the event's epicenter to be the local post office. Unaffected agents cleared the area of all paralyzed civilians, animals, and Bureau personnel before beginning to study the item. Agents deemed susceptible to the item were tasked with interviewing and reinforming the public away from the site. The item was soon placed on a transport vehicle manned by unaffected agents. Air travel had been deemed too dangerous given the item's effect. Numerous reports of temporary paralysis were reported by civilians along the truck's route from Arizona to New York City. I just think flying would have been better, honestly, because then you don't have to worry about it, about people just being paralyzed on the way. Don't mind me, I'll be right there. There should be something there, it feels like, but I mean, oh. It makes sense that there isn't. Did I receive anything? I didn't because I left before I could. I'm capped out on weapon mods again. Let's just scrap all the 2s. $11.88. Shatter projectile boost.
That's O'Neill. Shit. No one else got it.
Sorry, I just dodge efficiency. Ah. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need these two. Plus 20%, don't need this. No, thank you. 11, 12, let's go with keep this one. For pickup. Okay. There we go. I was gonna take them, but good point. Probably shouldn't, especially since it makes me feel bad. I kind of love the aspect of just being able to run on all of these clocks, even though it's a vaguely horrifying aspect. I love how just talking casually about running on clocks, as if this is a casual thing to just say at any point in time. I feel bad.
That
hey, more
safe
show
room is
days.
where the old guy wanted us. We sealed the door on the way out. We couldn't let it get out into the bureau.
I'll need to come deal with that altered item later. If I open the safe room now, Wells could get hurt.
Yeah, got a point, Jesse. This is what you get to witness when moving around with the director. Her just dashing through windows and walls. Refrigerator supplement. Supplementary materials. Redacted. Interview 11/20/1974. Can you tell us why you left your building that day? LM. I was running out to get eggs. There was that corner store on 30th. That's why I left Michael there on his own. Knew I wouldn't be gone long. He was writing at the table when I left. Had his crayons out. Happy. The building came down when I was a block away. I ran back, started digging. City workers found Mikey later, beside the fridge. The drawings hadn't come off. Tons of bricks had fall on it, and those drawings are still there. How does that happen? You kept the refrigerator after the accident. Why? His dad had his drawings. God, must have kept them safe for a reason, right? Get home from work and stare at them all night. I was in a bad way back then. Why did you sell the fridge when your son's with your drawings still on it? They got stuck on it, or stuck to it or something. I thought about cutting them off with those magnets. But maybe it was better I didn't hold on to them, you know? Gotta move on, everyone says. That's my fridge. What's my fridge got to do with the building collapse anyhow? Everything. It was a fridge that you guys were chasing. I'd love to have seen that. A bunch of grown adults just being like, chase down that fridge. That must have been fun to watch. Sorry, I took a wrong turn. Maintenance, his notes. I've got some pretty powerful upgrades.
couldn't contain the altered item. Horowitz ordered a retreat. We got out, but Hiss were waiting for us. I took Horowitz to the motel court and went back for the others.
That was brave of you.
I'm the medic. It's my job.
Listen, I'm not... Listen. Sometimes people leave loot boxes in the bathroom. I don't know why, but they did it once, so I have to check every single one of them. Let me just settle everything out. For example, one of these, which I can use somehow. Work charts, work chats, plane parts. Okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think of this? You know that airplane we brought in? Like the actual proper airplane? Guess who made a catalog of every individual piece of that plane to be examined for suspected altered status? I'd count every bolt, nut, and piece of non-connected metal. That's just the exterior of the darn thing. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do. I do. Excuse me. This way. I'm guessing.
We're almost out of the threshold.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's, smother it. Smother it. I can't. Nope, that won't work. I'm sorry, guys. Rest easy. We'll be safe. That wasn't there for a second. I couldn't see it through that at all. I was just hoping, like, I think I'll be able to make it through here. Okay. Okay. Remote thought. It's kind of neat having an escort quest in this game. I mean, it's more of a take a singular path anyway, so seize, oh my goodness, plus 64% seize speed. That's pretty good. Let's try this out.
Come on. The motel court is on the other side of the distance. Horowitz should still...
Mannequin supplements. Background. The item was last owned by Madame Redacted, an operatic performer from Berlin. After her career ended in a public scandal, she relocated to Redacted, Maine, for a reasons unknown. I used to live there. Maybe not Redacted. Maybe not in Redacted specifically, but I lived in Maine. With her came the trappings of her old life, including this item. Locals report that she rarely left her home in the short years she spent in Redacted. After her death, caused by Redacted, the state held a public auction of her belongings, seeing as she had no known relatives. Living, at least. Various conflicting first-hand reports exist, but testimonies provided by witnesses of the event do contain some common elements. Most every witness saw numerous mannequins break through the house's windows, tumbling outside. Some witnesses report bright lights. Some report high-pitched singing. These are unverified. Numerous civilians inside the house at the time of the incident were hospitalized for various injuries. 2 were crushed to death. Agents were dispatched upon seeing an article regarding these events during the Bureau's daily scans of national periodicals. The item was quickly identified and brought to the Bureau. What sort of items are these half the time? Like, honestly. Like, I know that, like, you can identify, like, a a carnival horse is pretty easy to identify when it's just hopping around everywhere. Where am I going? Deeper into logistics. Does it matter which door I take? Not really. Is there meatballs in the control panel?
Let's go.
Where was he again? Why was that bashed down?
Hold on. Something's wrong with him. Horowitz. Oh, God, no. You his motherfuckers took it!
As you can tell, I'm the type of person to play a paladin of any sorts. Wrong button, wrong button.
I should talk to Wells. Make sure he's okay. I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. Guy never put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it. Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
It's nice to set up a Firelink shrine. The enemy within. Investigate the safe room. I wish there was a super dash, like in Saints Row 4. That was fun. That game was pretty fun. Two ability points. I should hold on to these, actually. Let's go to the threshold entrance. Drop a launch object without throwing it by pressing F. If you have a QWERTY keyboard, at least. Q-W-E-R-T-Y. That is the order in which... okay, so if you have a QWERTY keyboard, pick it up and look at it. Starting from tab, going right is QWERTY. That's That's how I figured this out. That is how I have learned this lesson. Of what is designated a QWERTY keyboard. Oh my goodness. Just running through the clocks. Running through the oh gosh. Thank you for the entropic echo. Oh, that's fast. And a remote thought and dodge efficiency. Go ahead and get rid of that one. 7% versus 7%, they're both the same. C's speed, this one's not as good. This one's not as good. It's nice to have them. I wish you a safe travel. Rest well. Goodbye. It's never fun seeing that, for me at least.
This is the safe room Wells showed me. The one with the altered item inside.
Okay, sealed threshold account. This is not what I'm looking for. There we go. Threshold with effect redacted manifested in the containment sector in the middle of the redacted department. Simultaneously, numerous redacted appeared in the area, injuring and killing many redacted. After rescue operations were completed and redacted, Rangers were sent to discover the threshold's epicenter. The sheer amount of redacted made the expedition impossible. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved an impossible task. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the thresholds introduced unstable matter to our dimension, which adopted the form of the redacted as redacted when introduced to more stable redacted. Refer to file 9513981 for full report. That door's locked.
More clocks.
Yeah. Okay, that is the void over there. Yes, I see you, Polaris. Thank you for
How
being
am I
well.
supposed to get across that?
Ah! Pierce, aimed fire boost, entropic echo. I'm guessing. Thank you, Train, for enunciating my point. I keep seeing Poppin. But I'm guessing I need to get the actual teleportation, or the actual levitation first. So let's go back to the missions we were doing before, and let's go do an optional mission. Power plants. That's where it said, right? Service weapon forms share the same ammunition resource. If it is depleted, use your abilities while it recharges. Like your shield, specifically. Definitely use the shield. Because the shield is a good way to stay alive without having to worry about being too aggressive or defensive. Because you're super defensive, 100% defensive. And if you have the right upgrades, when you lower it, it's also offensive. Aggressive. Yeah, aggressive. Destroy the hiss nodes. Where might those be? They should be around here somewhere. Hiss nodes. Where would those be at? Where might one locate some hiss nodes? Because I don't know. It says I'm in the right area. I don't see any hiss nodes. They're up there.
My eyes open. We ain't out of the woods yet.
How do I get up? Here we go. There we go. One of you? Really? Sorry. Is that one dead at least? How do I get back up? There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, stairs. Of course. Grab this concrete from somewhere. Where? I'm not quite sure. Does it matter? No. Listen, this is labeled fragile. And you're making me waste it on you. That is not how you treat fragile things. Just down another layer. There we go. love how this is basically a sniper rifle. Even though it can't actually hit that. Hup. 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 Easy! Can I make any new weapons? I can upgrade Pierce. I need one more remote thought and another corrupted sample. I guess it's time to go find Brother Dearest. Funnest of times.